Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel and another weekly weigh-in update that I am combining with a tag video of my January goals. I have been tagged by the absolutely lovely Trudi Beanie to record my January goals. Trudi has a brilliant YouTube channel. She shares her weekly weigh-in updates, she shares recipe ideas, and she has done absolutely fantastically on her Slimming World journey so far. So if you're not currently subscribed to Trudi's channel, I definitely recommend you check it out. So thank you for tagging me, Trudi. So I've tried to record this video a couple of times, but I'm really croaky today and I have to keep stopping the video, so I'm really sorry. And yeah, fingers crossed this is going to go okay, but I'll try and speak as quickly as I can. So I'm going to start by talking about my week that's just passed, how I got on at weigh-in last night, and then I'll move on to my January goals. So I weighed in last on Friday between Christmas and New Year. I'd had a really fantastic but indulgent Christmas and had eaten absolutely loads. I wasn't very well over Christmas, and it meant that I ate loads of just stuff like biscuits and things like that. And yeah, it was definitely off plan from the 23rd of December through till the Friday between Christmas and New Year. So I think it was 5 days where I was off plan and I made the most of them. So last Friday when I went to group, I knew obviously I was facing a gain, but I stepped on the scales on Friday and I put on 5.5 pounds in 5 days, but totally deserved. And then I got back on plan on Friday, and I was on plan Friday, Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. And the reason I'd kind of gone back to group as early as I could was just tried to stop their eating. But I did keep a few. I gave some of my treats away. So I gave quite a lot of food to my parents and yeah, so that it wasn't in the house. But I didn't give it all away. And so on New Year's Eve, I went out for lunch, and I wasn't terrible, but I definitely wasn't on plan. And New Year's Eve evening, I definitely had a few treats and had yeah, mince pies and things like that were definitely off plan, but definitely wasn't anywhere near as bad as I have been in the past. Normally on New Year's Eve I'm like literally trying to clear the house of all food so that I can start a new diet plan on the 1st of January. And this year I definitely wasn't doing that. I wasn't like trying to clear the cupboards completely, but I did have a few indulgent treats on New Year's Eve. So when I went to group on Tuesday, yesterday, the 1st of January, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I had kind of set myself a target to lose 3.5 pounds over the weekend, and I probably had been on track for that, but by having a few extra treats on New Year's Eve, I didn't really know what to expect when I weighed in yesterday, but I just kept my fingers crossed that I would have any kind of a loss, and I thought really in the grand scheme of things that would definitely be an improvement from normal years over New Year. So anyway, I will tell you how I got on yesterday when I went to group. So I weighed in yesterday and I lost 2.5 pounds. So that takes my total weight loss to 1 stone 13, and I weighed in yesterday at 12 stone 7.5. So 2.5 pounds off yesterday. It was obviously only between Friday and Tuesday, and yeah, as I say, I wasn't really on plan on Monday for New Year's Eve. So yeah, I'm fine with a 2.5 pound loss. I'm pretty pleased, to be honest. I would have liked 3.5 because it would have meant that I had lost 2 stone last year, but you know, I've got to take it. I ate the food. I've got to take it on the chin. Yeah, so 1 stone 13 pounds lost last year, and yeah, going into this year, focused. So let's start with my goals for the month of January. I mean, I'll start by saying I've done a number of resolutions and goals. I've got them written. I've got lists written everywhere, and I also talked through some of my resolutions in my Q&A video that I think I posted for Vlogmas on Christmas Eve. So there may be a little bit of duplication with them. So if you've watched that video, I do apologise. But my first goal, but I didn't talk about Slimming World really in that video, which is random because my first goal for January is obviously Slimming World related, and it relates to my goal for the whole year, which is that 2019 will be the year that I get to my goal or target. So at the moment that is set, I think loosely at like 10 stone 6.5. And the only reason for that is that that would be a 4 stone loss. I have no idea whether that's actually where I'll set it. As I get nearer towards that goal, I will obviously reconsider it, but I'm only halfway there, not even halfway there yet. So yeah, we'll see where we go as we get to it. So my first goal for January is to lose a further 8 pounds, which will take me back to having lost 2.5 stone. I did get my 2.5 stone award back right at the end of October, and then I went to Australia for 3 weeks and put on 10 pounds. So I'd like to get my 2.5 stone award in January, and that is my first goal for January. My second goal for January is to be meat free. So I'm still going to eat dairy and fish, but I'm not going to eat meat for January. I think I'll be okay with that. However, I think there's places that I'm going to struggle are I currently eat loads of I did eat loads of ham and cold meats and things like that, and that was kind of my go-to snack. I'd have them in the fridge, and I would kind of snack on cold meats like if I was ever hungry, and I need to come up with like a different alternative. I might get some like carrot batons or like cucumber sticks, or boil some eggs maybe, or get some of those crab sticks. I don't know, but yeah, my second goal for January is to be meat free. My third goal for January is to write down everything that I spend. So I am very aware that I buy too much and I spend too much that I don't have. And so I want to be more mindful of where my money's going. So I'm going to write down everything that I spend in January, apart from my bills. Although I will be looking at my bills too, but that will hopefully, and I don't mean just like I went to the supermarket and I spent X amount. I mean literally I bought X and it cost this amount, because I think at the moment I'm just a bit wasteful and I am not really kind of clearly focused on where my money is going each month, and I want to kind of be able to look back and reflect at the end of the month and be like, did you really need to buy that, or do you actually have cupboards full of that? One of my worst traits is that I see something on like Instagram or YouTube, like somebody might be talking about like a low-sin bar of chocolate or something they found, and literally I make a mental note and the next day I'm at the supermarket buying whatever it is they've mentioned. And I don't ever take stock and think like, no, you've got a cupboard full of low-sin products. You absolutely do not need another like low-sin bar of chocolate, low-sin packet of crisps, low-sin packet of popcorn. You have a cupboard full, stop it. And on that note, my next goal is that in the month of January, I'm only allowing myself one food delivery, which is in the middle of the month. So my Asda delivery is coming in the middle of the month. But apart from that food delivery, I'm only allowing myself to buy dairy and fruit and veg. So I want to start making more meals from what I've got in the freezer, what I've got in my cupboards, and start to use some of the foods that I buy and then don't ever use. Like I've got loads of like kidney beans and baked beans and pasta and lentils and things like that. And I'm sure I can come up with interesting things to do with them, but I just don't, because I am one who like goes to the shop, sees something that I like, buy it, eat it that day, and never actually eat the food that's kind of in the freezer or in the cupboard. So I want to get much better at that. And my next goal for the month is to put my tablet and phone away outside from 8:30 every evening. And the reason for that is I want to get my evenings back. I spend so much time browsing social media, like looking at stuff that I really don't need to be spending time looking at, and it's meant that I'm not really present in the evenings. I also don't really ever focus on like reading a book or even watching the TV. Like I'm constantly like pausing whatever I'm watching to like scroll through social media, and like I want to start going to bed earlier. My bedtime got absolutely out of control at the end of last year. I was going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then my alarm goes off for work a few hours later. So, and that means I'm hungry the next day because I'm tired. And so hopefully by having a bit of a kind of cull on social media like after like 8:30, it's going to mean that I'm going to get a bit more time back. I can go to bed a bit earlier, and I can wake up refreshed and not be eating through hunger the next day. So hopefully it's all going to kind of go in a big circle. And the other goal that I've got for January, in fact for the whole year, and I did talk about this in my resolutions video, is I'm not buying any clothes until my birthday, which is in December. So that is one of my goals that I'm obviously doing in January too, is that I'm not buying anything clothes related in January. And that's quite a big thing for me. Like I waste a lot of money on clothes. I don't buy expensive stuff at all, but I do buy quite a volume of stuff, and I'm quite bad at just kind of online shopping when I'm bored, or like I need to stop doing it. Basically I need to start appreciating what I have, and actually going through the clothes that I've got and wearing some of the stuff that is really, really nice but I just don't wear. Hopefully by stopping buying clothes, it's going to mean that I can appreciate what I've got more. I can eBay the stuff that I don't need, therefore I'm going to have some money coming back in as well, as opposed to me just wastefully spending money on things that I definitely do not need. So they are my goals for the month. I'm sorry it's a bit rambly as always, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit croaky as well, but that is they. So I would like to tag 2 people to share hopefully their January goals too, and that is the lovely Natalie Marie Josey, whose channel I absolutely love. Natalie's such a lovely lady, and she's done amazingly in her Slimming World journey. She shares great day in the life videos, great what I eat in a day videos, and some shopping hauls. So Natalie, I would love if you could share your January goals. And the second person I'd love to tag is Susie from Scrumptious Cooking. Susie again has done brilliantly on her journey. I think she's a Target member, Slimming World Target member, and she shares great recipe videos and what I eat in a day videos, and I would definitely love to know Susie's goals for the month of January. So that is my video. I would love to know your goals for January as well. What would you like to do this month? They don't have to be Slimming World related, they don't have to be weight loss related, but I would love to know what your focus is for this month. Hopefully together with everybody's support and sharing our journeys, we can all support each other to achieve what we want to this month and then into the year ahead. I'm really, really excited, and I really, really think that we can do it this year. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time in my next video. Take care, bye.